Hello everyone, welcome to our class. So today we take the lecture for the standard 8. Our subject is general science. So in the last lecture we start our third topic for the general science, that is the force and pressure. In this chapter we learn these things, that is in the last lectures we learn about all these things. Which things? That is the force, contact force and non-contact force. Also we see the balanced and unbalanced force and what is the inertia. So in this lesson we see the next point, that is the types of inertia. Okay, so here for this we see the activities, that is activities 1 and activity 2. In last lecture we see all these activity and also we see the definition of inertia. So here we see what is the inertia. The tendency of an object to remain in its existing state is called its inertia. So with these two activities we learn about how the inertia is occurred in the moving or stationary object. So here we see the next concept, that is we see the types of inertia. Okay, so there are three types of inertia, that is inertia of the state, inertia of the state of a rest. Means here what happen, when the object is at a rest, then at that time such inertia we call the inertia of the state at rest. Then we see the second type, inertia of motion, and third type, directional inertia. So here we see one by one. We see the first type, that is the inertia of the state of rest. So what is the inertia of the state of a rest? So here we see an object in the state of a rest cannot change its state of a rest due to its inherent property. Okay, if we see the example of this tree, if the branches of these trees are as it is, okay, these are in a stationary state. These are not in a motion. But what happen if we didn't apply any type of force like this? So these branches are remain as it is for a longer time. So inertia occurring on that object, that is the on this tree, is called inertia of the state of a rest. Did you understand? I again explain. When an object is in the state of rest, here we see the example of this tree. This tree is at a rest. Okay, it's when it is at a rest, then what happen, it cannot changes its state of a rest. Means this tree remain as it is at a rest for a longer time if we didn't apply any type of force on it. So the inertia which is related to this object is called inertia of the state of rest. Okay, so this inertia we call inertia of the state of rest. So an object in the state of rest cannot change its state of the rest due to its inherent property. Inherent property means here there is a no change in direction or displacement of this object takes place. Why? Because these are at a rest, and here on that objects we didn't apply any type of or any magnitude of the force on this object. So these objects is in a which state, that is the at a rest. These are not in a motion. So in that case what happen, this inherent property of that object means remaining in that state of a rest, this property, this inherent property is called inertia of the state of rest. For example, also we see the bus which are not in a motion, but all the passengers are sitting inside it. So here what happened, this bus is not in a motion, it is stop at a bus stop and for a rest. Then what happened, this is which state of the bus is, that is the state of the rest. So this object have ability to remain as it is at a rest. So this inherent property, that is to remaining in a same state, this inherent property is nothing but called inertia of the state of rest. So here we see the second type of the inertia, that is the inertia of motion. So what is the inertia of motion? So the inherent property of an object due to which its state of motion cannot change. Means if we see the example, if an object is in a motion, if we see the this object, that is if we move this book by applying force from the backward direction, then that object is in a motion. Okay, these are pushed towards. So in that way, what happened, these object remain as it this state, that is these are in a motion. So the objects having ability to remain in the state of motion, and this property, that is this inherent property of an object, is called inertia of the motion. So here we see the example, that is for example, a revolving electric fan continues to revolve even after it is switched off. Means if we see the table fan, this example of table fan, if the switch is on, then what happen, this plates of this fan revolves in that direction. Okay, but when we switch off this button, then what happen, this plates again revolves up to certain period of time, either there is a switch of the button. So this ability to revolve after for a few minutes after switching on the button, then this property of the fan, that is remains it a state of motion, either it is a switched off, then this inherent property of that fan to remain in a motion by moving in a circular path. So this property of this fan, that is the inherent property to remain as it in a motion. So this is called inertia of motion. Means inertia which is present during the objects which is in a motion. Here we see the second type of inertia of motion, that is when we switched off the fan, uh, electric fan, that is revolving electric fan. So this revolution of this fan will be continue even after we switched on the button. Why? Because this object have ability to remain in its motion state even after we stop the electricity, or we stop the current of electricity for that fan. So this fan have a this fan have a ability to remain its state of motion. So this inherent property of the objects to remain its state as it is. So this property is called inertia of motion. Okay, so here we see the second type of motion, that is the inertia of motion. Here also we see the another example, that is passenger sitting in the running bus get a jerk. When the passenger get a jerk, which are sitting in the running bus, when the bus gets suddenly stopped, then what happened, this passenger get, if we see the example, when the bus gets suddenly stopped, then what happened, the passengers which are sitting inside the bus, they get jerk in the forward direction. It gets moved slightly towards the forward direction as it is. Jerk means it have feel like pushing someone from the backward to the forward direction to that passenger. So here what happened, we see the another example of that inertia of motion, when the bus is suddenly stopped and the passenger which are present inside it feels having a jerk in the forward direction. Jerk means it have a feeling like someone will, or it get falls for the forward direction in slightly. So in that way, why this is happen, because these bus are in a motion, and always the passenger which are sitting inside the bus are always in a motion. So they have a state of motion. Okay, which state in which state the passengers are present. So all the passenger in the bus are in a state of motion. So what happen, when these objects are a state of motion, then it remain as it is even after the bus gets suddenly stopped, because we know the object have an inertia. Inertia means it have ability to remain as its state even after there is a braking, or even after when we apply the force. After applying force, up to that point these objects remain as its state, either it may be in a stationary state or it may be in a motion state. So here in this example all the objects, that is the passengers which are sitting inside the bus, they are in a which state, they are in a motion. Okay, so here what happened, when the bus gets suddenly stopped, means what happened, at that time we apply the force on that objects or on that bus. And here what happened, when we apply the force, this passenger which are in a motion, it get jerks toward the forward direction. Why it get pulls toward the forward direction, because these are in a motions and they are remain as it is their state, that is the state of motions. And when we apply the force, then what happen, this inertia get disturbed. So the objects which are remain its state of motion, so this motion, this inertia is called inertia of motion. So here we see the two examples for the inertia of motion. First one is the moving electric fan, means even after we uh, apply or reduce the force on this electric fan, then what happened, these fans also continues to revolve even after switched off, because they are in a which under which inertia, they are under a inertia of motions. Also we see the bus, we pulls toward or we have to jerk in the forward direction when we travel inside the bus. And when this jerk is applied, when the bus gets suddenly stopped, so at that time also, why this has happened, because the objects or the passengers which are present inside the bus, they are have a which type of inertia, they have a inertia of motion. So due to this inertia of motion, when we apply the opposite force or when we stop the bus suddenly, then what happen, the passengers which are sitting inside the bus get jerk in the forward direction. Here we see the third type of inertia, that is the directional inertia. So here what is the directional inertia, means here what happen, when the objects are in a motion, it doesn't change its direction. Means here what happen, the inherent property of an object due to which the object cannot change the direction of its motion is called directional inertia. If we see the example of this coin, that is this coin is placed, 5 rupees is coin placed on this disc. This disc is moving in a circular direction. Okay, but here what happened, when we place this coin on this circular disc and this disc are in a motion, then coin also get a state of motion. But in this state what happen, if we place the coin here, when the this disc gets start to move in that direction, but this coin get move towards in that direction, not as a circular path. Why, because the there is a third type of inertia which is uh, apply or which is present on that object, that is the directional inertia. Due to this directional inertia, these moving objects or the objects which are in a motion or a state of motion, then what happen, this object cannot change their direction, because we place this coin here, and if we apply the force or this object in a motion, then these objects move in the straightward direction. And either this coil will revolve in the circular path, but this coin does not revolve in the circular path, it get move as its straight for direction. Okay, so here we see the inherent property of an object due to which what happen, the moving objects cannot change the direction of its motion, so it is called directional inertia. Okay, here we see the example of vehicle. Then we understand very well what is the directional inertia. If a vehicle in a motion along a straight line, see this vehicle, this car is traveling or this vehicle is traveling along a straight line like this. Okay, but suddenly there is a turn is appear. Okay, so at that point what happen, if vehicle is in a motion along a straight line, it suddenly turns. If we see this, it is travel as like this and it gets suddenly turned in that direction because it have a turn on this road. And then due to this what happen, when the uh, vehicle get turned, the passenger sitting inside it, here this is the passenger which is sitting inside it, are thrown opposite to the direction of turn. If the car turns in that direction, but the passenger moves here in the opposite direction of that turn. So why this happen? Because the objects which are sitting inside the car, that is the, here we see the man which is sitting inside the, these are also in a motion, but the direction of motion of this object is a straight line. Okay, as like this is a straight line. But what happened, suddenly there is a direction of this car get changed in that direction. But we know, due to the directional inertia, due to the effect of this directional inertia, this object does not change their direction, so it get moved towards in that direction, and was this vehicle get turned into the opposite direction. So here this is happened due to the effect of directional inertia. So you know what is the directional inertia? The inherent property of an object due to which the object cannot change the direction of its motion. So it is the property of the moving objects or the objects which are in a motion. And when these objects are in a motion, when we change the direction of that moving objects, but due to the directional inertia, these objects cannot be changed its direction, and due to this ability, it get moved towards the opposite direction with respect to the direction in which way we change this vehicle. Or here we see the example of this vehicle. What happened, I again explain. This vehicle is moving along a straight line. Okay, so the passenger or the driver which is sitting inside it, these are also in a motion in that direction. Okay, but this vehicle when turn in that direction, what happened, when this vehicle get turned in that direction, at the same time the driver or the uh, uh, man which is sitting inside this vehicle, what happened, the direction of that man doesn't change due to this effect of inertia. Because we know what is the inertia. Inertia is the ability of object having to remain its state as it is. So here during this uh, turn, what happened, this man does not change its direction, because this man remain as it is a moving motion with the same direction. So here suddenly there is a change in direction of this motion takes place. Due to this, the man which is sitting inside this, it get pushed toward the opposite side of that direction. So why this has happened? This has happened due to the directional inertia. Which type of inertia is present in that example? That is a directional inertia. Okay, so due to effect of this directional inertia, the passenger sitting in it thrown opposite to the direction of the turning. Here also they gives the direction of turning here, and this passenger move towards the, or passenger get thrown opposite to the direction of this turning. So here we see the all the three types of inertia, that is uh, types of inertia, that is inertia of state of a rest, inertia of a motion, and directional inertia. So here also they give us some important point, that is you have to remember this. Always remember, the tendency of an object to remain in its existing state is called inertia. So here we know what is the inertia, so you should have to remember this definition. The tendency of an object to remain in its existing state. If this object is remain in a stationary state, so this object have ability to remain as it is in its stationary state. Such tendency of that object is called inertia. And why this has happened? This is why an object in a due to this inertia, what happened? Due to this inertia, object in a stationary state. This object is a stationary state. It remain as it is. Okay, it remain as it is in the stationary state. And the objects in a motion remain in the state of motion in the absence of external force. Means there is a tree, and when we apply the force on that branches, at that time these branches are in a motion. Okay, these are motion, that is this boy pull the branches towards the below side. Okay, so here this branch of this tree is in a motion. So it didn't apply the another force for releasing these branches, so up to this these branches remain as it is its motion. So here what happened, the objects in a motion remain in the state of motion in the absence of external force. Up to when this object remain as it is in the state of motion, up to that point, if there is a no external force is applied on that object. So here we see all the these points, that is the what is inertia, and also we see the types of inertia. Okay, so we move the next point in your textbook, that is the pressure. Okay,